that email touched me in so many different ways. I was ecstatic. For others to see the good works that has happened through me, share it as a testimony to help you. Hey girl, you're where you supposed to be at. You're right where you're supposed to be at. You just gotta keep going. So on my last post, getting a remote job. So as women, we go through so much, right? As moms, we go through so much. We can't just work wherever we want to go because you may have issues with childcare. So we have to base our work off of our children most of the time. So when I have clients that I can really relate to, it just, it touches a certain part of my heart. But this is actually my passion. I have always wanted to help everybody, but especially women, especially moms, and especially single moms. But I've been a single mom. I had my oldest when I got pregnant at 18. My oldest is now 19. Right there, that was me. I'm a single mom of 4, and so it was a struggle, and so I get it. I struggled so bad. I really have a soft spot for single moms, and so when I have clients that's in that same situation, and a lot of times it seems like things are not working in their favor. It seems like God has forgotten about you, but sometimes we're in seasons where we feel like we're not getting the job that we want, or with the things are not working out like it should be, right? And I put my all into all my clients. If you're a client, even if you're someone that isn't a client, you're a potential client, or you just reaching out to me. But especially if you're a client, I'm gonna put my all into my clients. That's what I do. So I like to inspire and encourage my clients to let them know, hey, sometimes it's not our season, or hey, sometimes we have to apply ourselves a little harder. And for that particular client, that's what they had been doing, and I had been diligent in sending them jobs, and I'm like, you better apply, and they did, and they were applying themselves, and they were diligent. And at that moment, I set up my camera because I was like, oh, let me write some words across the screen like I'm typing something. But at the moment, I was like, oh girl, you're already at your computer, so you might as well open up an email. And that's what I was doing at that moment. So like, I wasn't crying for the camera, which you could kind of tell that based off of the video, but I literally was already finna shoot some content, and I opened up the email, and this is what my client, and the email, you see the email at the end of the video, but it was also just a picture, the Christmas card that my client sent me of them and their child. And it was just like, I had been the thing that had really made me emotional, when you pray so many prayers for things and God turn it around, and you see everything coming into fruition, everything, you see it before your eyes. But the prayers that you prayed was prayers you prayed years ago. I'm seeing things coming into fruition that I prayed years ago, that I wrote down years ago. And it's like unfolding in front of me. And sometimes you get very discouraged when things don't happen as fast as you want and happen when you want them to. And I'm just here to tell you that you have to keep applying yourself and to keep pushing, because everything works out. There's a purpose in everything. There's a plan. It's the plan, the things that you're going through. There's a reason why it's happening the way it's happening. It's not by accident. Sometimes we can get in the middle of that plan and we could try to rush it, and then it can put a detour in our plan. But a lot of times when you're being diligent and doing the right thing, and you praying and doing right and living right, and you're just applying yourself, sometimes it's not you, it's just God is just strategically lining that thing up so good, not just for you. Someone told me everything isn't about you, it could be about your girls. I've been learning that through my process, which is true. Sometimes it's not even about my girls. It may be about their kids or their kids. It may be about my clients. It may be about you. For others to see the good works that has happened through me or through my clients, share it as a testimony to help you push even further and work even harder. So yeah, that's why that thing touched me. That email touched me in so many different ways. I was ecstatic and so proud and so happy for my client, but it just showed me how staying diligent, not just in my personal life, but also in my business and in my prayer life, my spiritual life, in all aspects of my life, it taught me that, girl, you're where you're supposed to be at. You're right where you're supposed to be at. You just got to keep going. And so that's what I'm sending you, encouraging you, that let you know you just got to keep going.